So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think it'll be interesting to see what Warren Zaire-Emery has been tasked with. First and foremost, he's a defensive midfielder, and to play that position you need athleticism, you need legs, you need to be able to get about the pitch. And I think he adds a good balance to the team, because defensively, he knows there's going to be a lot of traffic around him and he has to deal with that and try and avoid yellow cards. But offensively too, he becomes an integral part of the team in starting those build-ups.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. De Jong. Shot could be on. He's having a go. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's a promising position. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rashford. Rashford crosses, and that was very necessary. And the keeper's got it again. Araujo, and it's Lopez, aims beyond the defence. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Mayulu. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's picked his way through. Look at the space, and the shot! Off the post! De Jong. Now it's Ferran Torres. Shifted it to the flank. Rashford. Cross goes in there. Ferran Torres! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Ferran Torres. Rashford! Nuno Mendes. João Neves. And it's Mayulu. Now it's Ferran Torres. And he's had a hit! And again the keeper stands strong.
Ferran Torres really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
And the finish! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Koundé. Now Casado. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread it left. Fermin. Hakimi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chance for a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Ferran Torres is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Ferran Torres, and it's Rashford. And it's Lopez. And here's Ferran Torres. Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. He's had it taken off him. And here's Ferran Torres. He's tried one! That's a throw. De Jong, spread out to the left. And here's Ferran Torres.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Zaire Emery. And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Barcelona ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Eric Garcia. De Jong. Mayulu. De Jong. Fermin. Distributed tidily. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's neat. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And here's Kvaratskhelia. It's gone for a throw-in. Oh, that is a nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been cut short. Vitinha. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Pass somewhat off target. He's had a shot! They've done it! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
He's found a way through and claimed it back swiftly. Balde. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he's running through. Shapes to shoot! And he nearly went all the way.
Ferran Torres certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. And it's Hakimi. Now Zabani. Kvaratskhelia. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a sharp pass. Gonzalo Ramos, and he's managed to get free, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia finds himself offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Lewandowski getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
It's Lewandowski! Sticks it away! Barcelona are back in business. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Marcó. En el minuto 78.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Barcelona really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Pedri. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hakimi receives it in a wide position. Yep, it's a corner.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Paris Saint-Germain making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager...
Terrific header! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Pedri. Can he finish? Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Hakimi gets into a good position. And that could... Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get. Back in business. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
Gol del Paris Saint-Germain. El dorsal 10.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
He's having a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Closing in on goal. He's through, now is he in? Goes for a shot! It's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Lewandowski claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.